I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. My guest in today's segment is Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council. Jerry, good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing great. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. Thanks for making time for us right out of the new year. We appreciate that very much. And Jerry, taking a look back at 2022, I don't know if the agency does much reflecting or anything like that, but how about 2022 for the Arts Council? Anything stand out for you?
Overall, pretty good year. We are getting back into the groove. Some things coming out of COVID, and we're excited about stuff happening this spring that hasn't happened for a couple of years. Our Performing Arts Series for students in particular is a great program for kids, and we're glad to have it back.
Very good. We'll look forward to that for sure. You mentioned having some things back in 2022. I know you've had Arts in the Park for several years as well. You've done some new things. Are those going to continue as you kind of reflect on the last couple of years through COVID? Will you try to continue some of these new events and opportunities you've created out of COVID?
Yeah, we're always looking for something new. Our Christmas Card Lane, our public art project here in downtown Decatur during the holidays just wrapped up, and it was I think we had some of the best cards we've ever had. We had about 21 larger-than-life Christmas cards posted down here, so that was successful. And then all the programs that, like our past program, as I mentioned, Performing Arts Series for students and the Arts in Central Park, I call those our flagship programs. So we were glad when we came out of COVID and were able to get back into the groove on those. And then we have a few other ideas coming up that haven't quite got the details ironed out coming up in the spring and then later on in the fall. So new stuff, always trying to think of new things.
Looking forward to all of that as the details come together for sure. Well, Jerry, I'll tell you what, let's dive into 2023 and what kicks things off for you this month. What's happening in January?
Well, there's an exhibit in the gallery. We have a new exhibit every month in the Anloyd Gallery here in downtown Decatur. This one is sponsored by our friends over at Gallery 510. It's called the Young Artists Showcase. It happens every year in January, and it is a collection of outstanding art created by 5th through 8th grade students from the Macon County and surrounding area. This year, there'll be approximately 100 pieces on display, and they're going to be hanging the show today. And people can start stopping by to check out the exhibit tomorrow, but they will also have a First Friday Gallery Walk reception this Friday from 5 to 7 p.m., a free event, and they'll be giving out awards to the kids at 5:30 that evening. So that Young Artist Showcase exhibit takes place in our gallery January 4th through January 26th.
All right, come out and check it out. Very good. So now in terms of Jerry just arranging those sorts of things, I venture a guess you probably get pretty good buy-in from area youth and schools and their leaders to be a part of this. I venture this is something a lot of folks want to be a part of.
Yeah, you never know. Each school and art teacher sort of at their discretion chooses. There are a lot of different opportunities like this around Central Illinois, and this is one that is local, so I think that's why a lot of them are excited to be a part of this. It's always fun for the kids to have their artwork that they've created in school exhibited in a real life art gallery. And so I think that's part of the appeal of being a part of this Young Artist Showcase exhibit.
Very good. So look forward to that. And again, that special event is on Friday. Those First Friday events are very popular. So looking forward to that as well. Anything else on the Anloyd Gallery and the exhibits up this month there, Jerry?
No, we're just getting geared up for our February exhibit as well. It's called Storytellers, a celebration of Black artists. And there are several Central Illinois artists who'll be bringing their work in to discuss their experiences through visual arts and stories. We're excited to have a big First Friday Gallery Walk event on February 3rd. Mark your calendars. We'll have a storyteller and musicians in for that. So it's going to be that's going to be a great exhibit as well. And then we'll have a musician come in on later in February to talk about Black classical composers. She plays in the Illinois Symphony Orchestra in Springfield. So January and February, both exciting exhibits in our gallery.
Very good. We look forward to all of that. What else comes up in January? Anything exciting, Jerry?
Well, we're just getting started with our classes again for the spring. We have our January session of our social ballroom dance series. It starts this Thursday. It meets every Thursday for 4 weeks in January, the January session. So you can still sign up at decaturarts.org. And then we have a February session that is February 2nd through the 23rd on Thursdays as well. So the social ballroom dance series has become really popular, and it's a different series each month, 4 classes at a time, and you learn a little something different each time.
Yeah, with
And
those. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jerry.
Then lots more classes starting in February through March.
Yeah, and having classes back. If I'm not mistaken, this was some of the things that you talked about having these back when, here in 2023, bringing back a lot of these things. So look forward to that. Just in terms of interest in these, Jerry, what is interest like? And I'm curious if you think interest will grow since we haven't had them for a while.
Well, one of our more popular things that we offer are homeschool and after-school series for kids. They're about 8 weeks long. The homeschool classes are offered from 1 to 2:30 p.m. here at the Madden Arts Center in downtown Decatur, and the after-school classes are offered from 4 to 5:30 p.m. And those are growing in terms of the number of kids involved. We have lots of classes for adults that are most of those meet on Thursday evenings. We have Saturday classes for families. And then we have a Thursday series starting in March, acrylic painting. And that's for, I would say teenagers and up. So you can check all this stuff out on our website, decaturarts.org, and find all these classes and download the class schedule with all the information you need to know about each of the classes.
Very good. We look forward to all of these that are coming back, and a good opportunity just for folks to get together. Now, talk to me, Jerry. The homeschool and after school series. Talk to me about these. What goes on with some of those classes?
Well, in the homeschool class and after school class, they kind of have the same, I guess you would say, curriculum,
Mm-hmm.
and they usually involve a collection of. They study a collection of master artists in history, so the kids learn about art history. Then they also discuss elements of design and color and technique that related to each of these artists, and then they do their own creations based on what they've learned, and that takes place over, like I said, over a series of weeks.
Mm-hmm. And I really like not just the homeschool after school class, but just your classes in general. Really dive into various forms of art and things of that nature. Really a wide variety of topics and things that you present to folks. At least since I've been able to catch up with you, Jerry, we kind of started talking, and then COVID hit. So you and I really haven't ever had the opportunity to dive into these classes specifically. Just a wide range of things that folks are going to learn if they want to be a part of these.
Right, right. For example, our adult classes that meet on Thursday evenings, there's one that combines, and they're designed to be fun and an opportunity to learn and express yourself creatively. There's one in February 9th called Sushi and Origami.
Uh-huh.
So that should be fun. There's another intuitive abstract painting in March. Painting with paper is always interesting, where you don't actually use paint, but use paper techniques.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple others for adults. And then the family classes are a great opportunity for moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas to come with their kids. And there's one on macrame, which is becoming more popular. The ever popular Pasanki Easter egg decorating class is back in April. So lots of different ones. You can find them all out on our website, decaturarts.org.
Jerry, is there an opportunity, whether it's one of the classes you've listed off here, or just an opportunity in general for folks to get introduced to, whether it's Decatur Area Arts Council or the classes in general, and kind of get that introduction and maybe find something they like within your structure of what you all do there, and maybe become more involved? Do you have a recommendation there for folks that maybe in 2023 they want to try something new, and Decatur Arts Council sounds like a good avenue for a new venture for them?
Well, that's just it. I think I would recommend that they just find a class, whether it's something they want to just do for fun and socialize, like social ballroom dancing, or if they would prefer to paint or do something creative with their hands. Some of these adult classes that meet on Thursday, we invite people to bring something to drink and snack on as well. So that's an opportunity again to invite a friend along. The 2 or 3 or 4 of you can sign up and have a fun evening, being creative and just enjoying each other's company.
Very good. So yeah, check that all out. Again, Jerry, where do folks go to learn about all these classes that are coming up this spring?
Our website is the best place to go, DecaturArts.org, but then each of these classes is listed on our Facebook page as a Facebook event. So if you go to our Facebook page, Decatur Arts on Facebook, and then click on events, you'll see all the things that we offer listed there.
Very good. So look forward to that. Well, Jerry, I'll tell you what, instead of diving into a new topic and have to cut it off for a break, let's just take the break here. You mentioned the website, Decatur Arts. Are you on social media at all? How do folks find you at some of those avenues?
Right. The easiest way is to remember Decatur Arts. That's what our website is, DecaturArts.org. Our Facebook page is, if you're on Facebook, search Decatur Arts. Instagram, you can search Decatur Arts. We also have a blog and a YouTube page and all those things. So that we're kind of everywhere, but just remember Decatur Arts.
Very good, Jerry. Let's take a time out here. Come back with some more. Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, my guest on the phone. More to come with him on the WHOW Morning Show.
WHOW.
For Illinois agriculture.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn, beans, and wheat all slightly lower at this hour. March corn 677.5 down a penny. May corn down 1 1/4, 676 3/4. July corn 670 1/4 down 1 1/2. January beans 15.18 down 1 1/4. March beans down 4 1/2, 15.19 1/2. May beans 15.25 3/4 down 4 1/4. March Chicago wheat down 1 1/2, 790 1/2. May wheat 797 1/4 down 1 1/2. January bean meal 474.50 down $4. January bean oil up $1.06, 64.87. Livestock market January feeders down 97 cents, 182.72. February live cattle 157.40 down 50 cents. February lean hogs 87.37 down 32 cents. Energy market February crude oil 79.35 down 91 cents. Jim Taylor, RFD Radio Network.
MR Systems Wireless is your local internet provider for Clinton and surrounding area. They have the products you want and the local service you deserve. MR Systems Wireless Internet Service for home or business includes unlimited data, unlimited streaming, and unlimited calling. Plans start at just $48 a month and get a free Roku 4 lease with our media packages. Get the speed you need with MR Systems Wireless. Call them at 935-2100. That's 935-2100 for MR Systems Wireless.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Ace now offers free assembly and free delivery, so it's never been easier to get a great grill for your family, like a Weber gas grill, a Traeger wood pellet grill, or a Big Green Egg charcoal grill. Only at your neighborhood Ace. Around the block. What you need in stock, with people who know their grills.
This is Brad from Gibson Ace Hardware in Clinton, Illinois. Stop in to see us, the helpful place at 114 North Madison Street, Clinton.
See participating store for details.
Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Once again, a good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show is streaming to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin insurance agent in Clinton. Again, Mr. Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, my guest on the phone here for today. And Jerry, we were talking about the Anloyd Gallery and the exhibit that is kicking the year 2023 off. And if folks are interested in doing a field trip to the Anloyd Gallery, that opportunity is available. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we have a program for gallery field trips. It's open to school and community groups of any age. It includes a guided tour through the gallery exhibit, and it could be any exhibit that you choose. Just give us a call, and we can have a discussion about what's going to be on exhibit in a given month. So you'll get an exhibit through, or rather a tour through that exhibit, and then after the tour, there will be a related project upstairs in our studio with an instructor that relates to what you and your students had learned there. So the exhibits or the gallery field trips take place Monday through Friday, anytime between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. They're about an hour and a half long, a half an hour in the gallery and an hour up in the studio creating exhibits. Sorry, I keep saying exhibits. Field trips. They're groups of 20, $100 for groups of 20, and you can add additional people for $5 per person. There are even, in some cases, scholarships available to help assist with that cost. So you can ask about that when you call to find out more about which exhibits are going to be in a given month, depending on the opportunity you have to take a field trip. So it's open to school class groups and community groups, again, of all ages.
Very good. So again, how do folks get details on when they can come in and set up a time? How about that, Jerry?
Best way is to either give us a call, 217-423-3189. Find that on our website, or give us an email. Also, the easiest way to do that is to go to our website, decaturarts.org, and find that information to reach out to us.
All right, very good. Well, Jerry, as we talk about the groups that could come out at the Decatur Area Arts Council as well, what else is kind of on your radar as we head into 2023? Anything else you want to highlight for us?
Well, we've got a lot of stuff going on in February and March. We come back after the holidays with the Roar. If you are a not-for-profit group, a school, a church, an arts group, you name it, there's an opportunity maybe for you to get a financial support from the Arts Council through one of our arts grants. The deadline for the next grant is February 1st, so you can check that, get that information on our website as well, decaturarts.org, and click on the grant tab to learn more. But the deadline is February 1st. And let's see, we have a fundraiser coming up, a trivia night coming up in February, on February 25th. That should be a lot of fun. We've had a couple of those last year, and everybody had a great time. So they're fun, and they benefit the Arts Council. That's February 25th. Let's see, in February, we also have the music, midday music program is back. We have a series of free 40-minute concerts in the Ann Lloyd Gallery in downtown Decatur, presented in conjunction with the Millikan University School of Music. So we'll have one on Wednesday the 15th at 12:15. You can brown bag your lunch and come and listen to some amazing music performed by Millikan faculty and have a chat with them about their music. February 15th, February 22nd, and March 29th are all midday music dates.
Very good. So, yeah, keep those in mind if you're interested. Jerry, I know before we went to break, you briefly mentioned the Decatur Area Arts Grants. Talk a little bit about those. It's been some time since you and I have been able to highlight these. Tell us about the Arts Council grants.
Well, they're offered to support programs that and events and creative learning experiences presented by schools and other not-for-profit groups where the arts are the main focus. And we have 3 deadlines each year, October 1st, February 1st, and May 1st. So the next deadline is coming right up on February 1st. You can find out more and download the application and guidelines on our website, decaturarts.org/grants, or you just give us a call and we can kind of talk you through it. Our most recent grant recipients were the Millikan University Clarinet Studio. They're having a clarinet day for clarinet players of all ages coming up. And then Johns Hill Magnet School got a grant to help with the theatrical production that they're going to be doing this spring. So there's a whole variety of opportunities there for not-for-profit groups that have arts programming in their future.
Now, are the grants of each cycle geared towards certain things? Like, is it a certain genre of the arts, or are they just general grants that come around 3 times a year? How does that work, Jerry?
They are indeed 3 times a year grants to help support any arts program or event that qualifies in terms of their location. It is Macon County, Assumption, Moweaqua, Taylorville, Clinton, Pana. That's kind of our general service area. And we have a committee, not made up of volunteers, not our staff. that reviews the applications and makes recommendations to our board for approval. So it's a great opportunity. The grants usually run somewhere between $200 and $1,200 each.
Very good. So again, Jerry, where do folks go to learn about these opportunities? And that deadline is February 1. Just where can they find details about this?
Best place to go is our website, decaturarts.org. /grants will get you specifically to that information.
Yeah. Is it a pretty in-depth application process? Like, do you mind just kind of highlighting the bullet points of what you're looking for in that?
Well, we need to know about you and what your plan is. I would say the most complicated part is putting together some sort of budget in terms of what kind of expenses you're going to have, and then what kind of revenues you're going to expect, and what amount of money you would like to have in terms of support from the Arts Council to help with that whole process. So the budget is probably the most complicated part. Everything else is just kind of filling in the blanks.
I see. Very good. Very good. Well, Jerry, I've still got about a minute and a half with you here this morning. What did I miss you want to make us aware of today?
We still have tickets to see a couple of bus trips, a couple of Broadway shows. We take bus trips down to the Fabulous Fox Theater to see touring Broadway shows. And in March, we have tickets for To Kill a Mockingbird, which is the classic drama. In this case, it stars Richard Thomas, who people of a certain generation will remember as John Boy Walton from TV. And then also, that's March 9th on a Thursday. It's a matinee. And then on Thursday, March 30th, we're going to see the musical Tootsie, which is based on the Dustin Hoffman film from a few years back. But the tickets usually include the bus ride down, great seats, which are usually around row 5 or 10, right there in the center of the ground floor, a terrific buffet lunch there at the Fox Theater, and then the bus ride back with a little bag of snacks. So always a good time.
Very good. And again, where do folks go to get those tickets and find dates? How about that?
As always, decaturarts.org, or find the phone number there and give us a call to get more details.
Jerry, I look at the clock. We are out of time for the day. You mentioned the website. Again, just one more time, highlight your social media channels for folks to follow at.
Just remember Decatur Arts on Facebook and Instagram, and then if you go to our website, you'll see some tags at the bottom of the page that'll take you to our blog and our podcast and our YouTube channel, you name it, it's all there.
Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, my guest on the phone. The morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance.
The Big 1520 WHO